Hello students, I welcome you to this video lecture on depreciation. Here we have been given various assets and also the written down value at the beginning of the previous year and the rate of depreciation. Okay, we will go through this once, then we'll look what else information is given. Building, written down value as on 1st April of previous year 16,80,000, rate of depreciation 10%. There is one more building, written down value is 6,20,000, rate of depreciation is 5%. Can we club this two buildings together and show it as one block of asset? You are right, we cannot do so. What is the reason? Both are buildings, yet we cannot club them. Why is it so? Because both of them carry different rate of depreciation. Plant and machinery, 64 lakh is the written down value, 15% is the rate of depreciation. There is one more set of plant and machinery, 4 lakh is the written down value, 30% is the rate of depreciation. Typewriters, 1,10,000 is the written down value, 15% depreciation. Scooters and bikes, 2,20,000 is the written down value, 15% is the rate of depreciation. Motor cars, 4,50,000 is the written down value, 15% is the rate of depreciation. Furniture, 40,000 is the written down value, 10% is the rate of depreciation. So here all those assets which can be clubbed under plant and machinery having the rate of depreciation as 15 will be clubbed together. You will understand this while solving the problem. Let's move on. During the year, following assets were purchased. So, additions are made during the year, and interesting thing is they have not only given us the date of acquisition, they have also given us the date of putting the assets to use. Which of these matters more to us? Yes, you are right. Date of putting the assets to use matters more to us. Date of purchase does not matter so much, right? So date of purchase of foreign car, 15% is the rate of depreciation. 1st June it was purchased. It was used from 10th June. So 10th June means it is used for more than 180 days, right? So cost is 1,60,000. It was acquired for 1,60,000. Then they have purchased trademarks. Trademarks is an intangible asset. 25% is the rate of depreciation. On 2nd October, on 9th October it has been put to use. Given these two dates, we will take this date. 2nd October, if you compute, it will be exact 180 days. Had they given 2nd October here in putting to use, then we would have gone for full 25% of rate of depreciation. But 9th October makes it less than 180 days. You can total the date on your own, number of days on your own. 9th October brings the number of days of putting this trademark to use to less than 180 days. Hence 25%, 50,000 into 25% into 50%, right? 10th June the plant is purchased, 30% rate of depreciation plant is purchased, but it is used from 20th November. So we will ignore this data, we'll catch on to the 20th November. And as we all know, 20th November is less than 180 days. So 30%, 3 lakh into 30% into 50%. 20th November, the Indian car is purchased. On 10th November, it is put to use. So once again, less than 180 days, 15%, 3,20,000 into 15% into 50%. 4th December, 10th December it is put to use. So less than 180 days, 10 lakh into 10,000, 10,000 into 40% into 50%. Why? Because less than 180 days. Books. There is some more additional information. During the year, following assets were sold. Building, 5% on 16th October for 8 lakh rupees. Let me tell you a interesting point here. Only dates with regards to purchase is important. That is, putting to use. Whenever assets are purchased, those assets when they are put to use is important, okay, to find out what rate of depreciation will be allowable. But when they are sold is not important for us. They might be sold the previous day of the last day of final year, that is on 30th previous day of the last day of the previous year, that is on 30th March, or they can be sold on 2nd April itself. So that doesn't matter, that does not matter. So I'll repeat once again, when are the assets sold does not matter until and unless it is sold in the previous year. Only thing is the asset should be sold in the previous year, that is what we want, okay. This date does not have any importance. Typewriters were sold on 12th December for 10,000, so we will take only 8,10,000 and all here, this will be ignored. One car 15% was completely destroyed by fire on January 12th of previous year, and the insurance company paid 80,000 as compensation. When they have mentioned that it was completely destroyed, what we will do is we will consider this as transferred. Whenever, what do we do when we transfer an asset? Yes, we take the amount, right? So here we will take this 80,000, we will deduct it from total of this car, right? So this car, particular car, will cease to exist. Will this car be there anymore? No. Why? It is completely destroyed. So this 80,000 will be deducted. One scooter was partially damaged on 13th June of previous year due to accident, and 4,000 claim was recovered from the insurance company. SSE spent rupees 3,000 on its repairs. Please remember this. Whenever partially damaged words are given, we will take this as revenue expenditure and revenue income. So we will not do anything with regards to this. Only when something is completely destroyed, that asset will cease to exist and only 80,000 will be deducted, okay. So this question came in the year 2015. It's a question under section C. The problem number is 15. There are various blocks of assets which are given in the problem. Hence, we will be computing depreciation on the assets individually and then compile them. Individually in the sense block of assets itself, but we will not solve the whole problem at once. We will do it bit by bit in working notes. Then once we have got all the data required, then we will put it into the main table. So let's start with this. So see here, the date of building, depreciation on building 10%, written down value as on 1/4/2018. They have given this directly 16,80,000. There is nothing else which carries a rate of 10% depreciation. So only building will be taken here. Additions during the year. So there is no additions during the year. Transfer during the year also is not there. So written down value before depreciation will also be 16,80,000 itself. Then we have to go for computing depreciation on this. Depreciation rate is 10%. Written down value they have mentioned. That means the 16,80,000 is used for the whole year. So full 10% you can claim. 16,80,000 into 10%, 1,68,000. So written down value after depreciation is 15,12,000. So building, total depreciation on building, this particular set of building 10% is 1,68,000. This is important for us. This data we will compile later and we will add it together later, okay. The next is depreciation of building of 5%. This carries a depreciation rate of 5%. So written down value as on 1st April 2018, 6,20,000. There is nothing, no new purchases during the year. So put a dash there. You will have 6,20,000 itself once again. Then you have to go for deducting transfers during the year. They have told 8 lakh worth building is sold. That means the whole of the asset is sold during the year. So naturally you will think that 6,20,000 is the worth, 8 lakh he has got, so there is a profit. It will be computed while finding out capital gain, okay. For the purpose of computation of depreciation, for us only the amount matters. Is it more, is it less? That does not matter. For us, we have to see whether the asset is there in operation or has it ceased to be available. If it has ceased to be available, that is, if that asset is no more, we will not write the difference amount, we will write it as nil. So if the return down value before depreciation is nil, obviously the depreciation will also be nil. Why? Because there is no depreciation at all. There is no asset to compute depreciation, right? So then return down value after depreciation is also nil. This is very easy. You know this. Once again, I'll repeat, as the whole block of asset is transferred during the year, there will be no asset left to charge any depreciation. Now we'll go to depreciation on plant and machinery. This carries a depreciation rate of 15%. So return down value is given 64 lakh. This is 64 lakh is of plant and machinery, which carries 15%. Then there are various other assets which also carry the same percentage rate, and it is all these are tangible assets. So we will group them together. Typewriter as on 1/4/2018 is 1,10,000. Scooters and bikes as on 1/4/2018 is 2,20,000. Then there are motor cars 4,50,000, return down value as on 1/4/2018. So when you add all these three together, 1,10,000, 2,20,000 plus 4,50,000, 7,80,000. Add this to total of 64 lakh. So you will get 71,80,000. Next, you have to add all those assets that you have bought during the year. You had bought foreign car. The SSE had bought foreign car on 10th June. So add that. Take that amount. Indian car was bought on 10th November. So total of this is 4,80,000, 71,80,000 plus 4,80,000, 76,60,000. Then you have to go for deductions, that is transfer during the year. Typewriter has been sold for 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees worth typewriter is sold out of 1,10,000. Then insurance claim, I have told you there was a car which was completely destroyed by fire. Whenever they mention that completely destroyed, we'll have to take the amount, and remaining whatever it is will not deal with that while computing depreciation. So total transfers during the year is 90,000, 76,60,000 minus. So once you deduct 90,000 from 76,60,000, you'll get 75,70,000. That is return down value before depreciation. So what should we do now? So next we'll have to go for deducting the depreciation. So here first we will compute normal depreciation. Normal depreciation, how did we get 72,50,000? If you see here, the written down value after depreciation is 75,70,000. From this we have to deduct 3,20,000. Why should we deduct 3,20,000? If you see here, the 3,20,000 worth Indian car, I'll show this to you in the question itself. See here, 3,20,000 worth car was put to use on 10th November, right? So 10th November means it is less than 180 days. If an asset is used for less than 180 days, we cannot claim full amount of depreciation. We can claim only 50% of it. So from this 75,70,000, first deduct this 3,20,000. Why did we not deduct 1,60,000? Very simple, because it is used for more than 180 days. This Indian car has been used only for less than 180 days. Hence 3,20,000 will be deducted. So 72,50,000 will remain. 15% on that. So 10,87,500. So whatever is remaining, 3,20,000 into 15%. This is how you do it normally. But because this asset is used for less than 180 days, you have to find out 50% on this also. So 3,20,000 into 15%, you will get 48,000. Of that you have to find out 50%. So 24,000. So total of normal depreciation will be 11,500. Then we will get written down value after depreciation, that is 70,000 minus 11,11,500, you will get 64,58,500. Can you tell me why have we not gone for additional depreciation here? See, I'll tell you why. Because during the year the SSC has bought only two assets and both of them are car. And what is car clubbed into? It is vehicles, road and transport vehicle. And on road and transport vehicle, if you remember the theory part that we did earlier, on road transport vehicles will not be able to apply any additional depreciation. So we cannot claim any additional depreciation here. That is why we have not claimed any additional depreciation, because both the assets are car, which is road transport vehicle. Had they given typewriter or had they given plant and machinery in this year additions, then we would have definitely claimed additional depreciation. But because here only cars are purchased during the year, no additional depreciation is claimed. So as the Indian car is put to use on 10th November 2018, it will be used for less than 180 days. Hence we can claim only 50% of the allowable depreciation. I have already told you this. Though the block of assets are plant and machinery, we cannot claim any additional depreciation in this problem, because the assets purchased during the year are cars. So cars, and it is clearly stated that SSC cannot claim any additional depreciation on road transport vehicle. So because of this reason, we are not going to compute any additional depreciation. As one of the car was completely destroyed by fire, we'll consider the insurance claim amount received as transfer. Same will be deducted from total block of asset. Next is the plant and machinery, which carries a rate of 30%. So written down value is 4 lakh. So 4 lakh, we have to go for additions now. The next one, plant which was put to use on 20th November 2018, which means it is used for less than 180 days. The total will be 7 lakh. Then we have to go for transfers during the year. There is no transfer during the year, hence we will get written down value before depreciation. Now we have to deduct the depreciation. Because it is a plant and machinery, first we have to claim normal depreciation. As you can see, out of this 7 lakh, 3 lakh worth asset was purchased and put to use on 20th November, which is less than 180 days. Hence, we cannot claim full rate of depreciation, full 30%. Hence, 7 lakh minus 3 lakh, you will get 4 lakh. On this 4 lakh, we will have to find out 30% depreciation. It will be 1,20,000, and on remaining 3 lakh, 30% first we will find out, we will get 90,000. We will find out 50% of this 90,000. So it will be 45,000. Total of normal depreciation will be 1,65,000. Because he has purchased the plant during the year, he can claim additional depreciation. And why is he claiming only 10% here and not 20%? Because it is put to use for less than 180 days. So 3 lakh into 10%, 30,000. So total of both the depreciation, that is normal depreciation 1,65,000, additional depreciation 30,000, will be 1,95,000. When you deduct 1,95,000 from 7 lakh, it will be 5,05,000. Written down value after depreciation will be 5,05,000. In this problem, we have classified the assets as the ones which are put to use for more than 180 days and the remaining which are put to use for less than 180 days. Likewise, normal depreciation has been charged. You can refer to the previous problem and working note for complete information on this. As the SSC has purchased plant during the year, he is eligible to claim additional depreciation. Additional depreciation is available only at 10% of the asset value, as the asset is used for less than 180 days. Here the key word is used. The next one, the next block of asset is furniture. There is no additions during the year. Then we have to go for transfers to find out whether if there are any transfers. transfer also not there. So written down value before depreciation is the same amount as on written down value as on first of the previous year, first day of the previous year. Then we have to go for deducting depreciation. 40,000 is the depreciation, 10% is the rate of depreciation, so 4,000, 36,000 will be written down value after depreciation. Trademark, it was not there at the beginning, please remember this, trademark was not there at the beginning, it is purchased or acquired during the year. So 50,000, has it been transferred? There is no transfer during the year. So written down value before depreciation will be the same, 50,000. Then we have to go for computing depreciation. Why are we going for 50% of this? I have told you earlier also. Let me once again take you back to the question. See here, trademark 25%, it is put to use on 9th October of the previous year. That means it is not used for more than 180 days. Hence, only 50% of the given amount, given depreciation can be claimed. So 50,000 into 25%, it will be 12,500, and of that 12,500, 50%, it will be 6,250. So 50,000 minus 6,250 will be 43,750. Next, depreciation on books. Written down value is not there, it is purchased during the year. So 10,000 worth books is purchased during the year. Is there any transfer during the year? Obviously there is no transfer. So written down value before depreciation will be 10,000. Then we have to go for depreciation. Can we claim additional depreciation on books? No. Very good. We can claim additional depreciation only in case of plant and machinery, new plant and machinery. Even second hand plant and machinery, if you buy during the year, you will not be able to claim any depreciation, additional depreciation on it. Okay. So 10,000 minus 4,000, depreciation is 4,000, you will get 6,000. So now, while computing total allowable depreciation, written down value after depreciation will not be of no use for us. This depreciation amount highlighted will be useful. So let's go back to the first asset, and just for your understanding I am going back, I have written it already. So in case of building 10%, the depreciation rate will be, or the total depreciation allowable for building 10% will be 1,68,000. There is no depreciation in case of building, which attracts a depreciation rate of 5%. Plant and machinery depreciation amount will be 11,11,500. Plant and machinery, which attracts depreciation of 30%, the depreciation amount will be 1,95,000. Then on furniture, the depreciation amount will be 4,000. On trademarks, the depreciation amount will be 6,250, and on books, the depreciation amount will be 4,000. So we will compile all of this together now. On building, as I told you, 1,68,000. 5% rate of depreciation building, there is no depreciation at all there. Then plant and machinery 15%, 11,11,500. Plant and machinery 30%, 1,95,000. Depreciation on furniture, allowable depreciation on furniture 4,000. On trademark 6,250. On books 4,000. Hence at the end we will get 14,88,750. This is the total allowable depreciation. When you add all of this together, you will get this amount. Thank you.